Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Aviators of Paris taking on the Detroit Lions. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now Hooker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Off the play fake. Miller.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Miller. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30.
Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now Miller to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And they'll send Boyd in motion left.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Aviators get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Hooker on first down. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. In motion left comes Williams.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
That's to his running back, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On the move to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Khalif Raymond.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Trying the left side with Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Isaiah Foskey.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead of it.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he loses the football a second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard after the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Johnson.
Touchdown! Juwan Johnson, 28 yards.
And the Aviators are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go, here we go. Drop 50, drop 50.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
And he caught. It's St. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Hooker now off play action.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
18 ready.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll give to Kamara running right. Fighting his way through contact. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
74 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Miller throwing on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Back to throw. Miller. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown!
Alvin Kamara.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Aviators have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Hooker now on first down. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming. play. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Hooker.
His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing. Hooker.
It's complete to Williams.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Off play action. Here's Hooker.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but A moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Operating from the gun. Miller. Throwing left side. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3/4 of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3/4, no reason to lighten up now.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Miller.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Aviators answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Hooker on first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hooker.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Track 60. 60, trap 60. Check smash.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right.
That is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second down and 3. He's going to use his legs here.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Aviators are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down throw here. It's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, Hooker
steps away. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Hooker wants to change the look.
It's Williams on the catch.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Hooker.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Throwing here is Hooker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
There he goes, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the 2nd half, and that led them to victory.
So for Paris, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.